Hello, Internet.
What's up? We are excited for our first show tonight.
Very first episode. Yes. My name is Justin.
Yo, my name is Brian.
And welcome to our podcast. Yes. Thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you very much.
I guess we should just start it off with a little bit about us.
Yes, my name is Brian. I am from California. I'm a huge basketball fan, basketball head for years. Probably since the New York Knicks with John Starks, Patrick Ewing era, if y'all can go back that far. But I have been a diehard Laker fan for about 15, 16 years now. And yes, my team is currently not doing very good. We all know that. Kobe is injured. We are in a mess out here in Cali. But let's talk about your favorite team and where they rank right now. You must be loving this, as I can see you're wearing a Steph Curry jersey.
Oh, man, I got like a fat shit-eating grin on my face right now. All right, look, okay, we're both from the Bay. We're both from the Bay. You grew up a majority of your life here, but I'm born and raised.
Yeah.
And shout out to the Bay Area. Hard Warriors fan.
You must be loving this right now.
Dude, we went through some dark ages.
You've been waiting a long time for this.
Since maybe like 2007.
Okay? Damn,
let's be honest. That was the last.
That was the Don Nelson era, right? It was with the We Believe, the gold shirts and stuff like that.
Shout out to my homie Baron Davis.
Baron Davis. One of the favorites here in the Bay Area.
Oh yeah.
Steven Jackson.
I mean, I ain't even mad that you got tricked into going to the Clippers anymore. I'm over it.
Well, let's talk about your team up here, because they've got national attention. They've got a huge game tomorrow against the Cavaliers.
Right.
Tell me how you feel about where they're at right now.
It is crazy. Yeah. I mean, I didn't honestly think that this was gonna happen.
Yeah, no, I didn't see this coming.
I mean, like, yes, I am a diehard fan, but I am a realistic fan. I think if you're ever like a fan on a team that doesn't do well, you're not like one of those blind like Laker fans, like, oh, we're gonna win the championship again, right? Because I mean, you're used to that. But like, if you're a fan on a team that doesn't do well, you'd be like, yeah, maybe we'll be like 5th seed.
Yeah,
like that is being like, what I mean? Like that is like that. That's the best you can do.
Yeah. Like what has surprised you? What is the difference that got Golden State from not a mediocre team, a good team, to a 1 seed? What do you think has been like the biggest?
There's been so many factors. I was definitely on the boat to get rid of Mark Jackson.
Really?
Yes.
Because he had great success with the Warriors now.
I not to discredit him, he really changed the defensive culture for Golden State, because we were always just a run and gun team.
Sure.
We would try to outscore you. And
a lot like a Phoenix Suns, Steve Nash era type team. Yeah,
and we didn't play like amazing D. You know what I mean? Jackson definitely changed that.
Yeah.
I think once Mike Malone left, like we just didn't play good offensive sets. It just boiled down to ISOs almost all the time. And I will honestly say that I think that definitely did help Stephen Curry in a weird way, because he had to create so many more of his shots. He had to play so much more one-on-one ball that it really helped his confidence. I mean, yeah, he was an amazing player, but that and also playing USA basketball.
Yeah. That can't be overlooked either. USA basketball.
I think it actually helped a lot of the players.
Yeah.
And the last, well, not the last thing, big thing is we got Steve Kerr.
Yeah, no, he's a winner.
And this is the one thing that I love about Steve Kerr versus Mark Jackson is he's such an analytical dude and such an intelligent dude that when you listen to his post-game interviews, he tells you exactly what they did wrong, exactly what happened to the team that night.
Where do you think that comes from? Just the makeup of his character when he or is that something that he developed with Chicago and learning under Popovich?
It's a little bit of both. I mean, he has amazing lineage under Popovich, under Phil Jackson. But also...
that's not bad for you basketball heads, obviously. That's kind of as good as it gets, is it not?
If there was some way he could have played under Pat Riley, I would have hoped
that's a trio, isn't it?
I'll take 2 out of 3.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Absolutely.
But here, this is how I see it, okay? Mark Jackson was a player's coach.
Yeah. He really was.
And I think this is kind of almost speaks to like personal character. Not saying that Mark Jackson's a bad person or anything, but when you have a lot of like natural God-given talent, you don't have to really work as hard sometimes.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Mark Jackson definitely had a lot of natural talent. I don't think Steve was one of those natural talents. I think Steve Kerr was one of those dudes who had to, I mean, and when you have to work for it and you have to figure it out, you can better explain that to a player as a coach.
Sure.
Like, yo, you need to be explosive off the first step, and this is how you do it. Not just, yo, you need to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's this disconnect of, yo, I just did it. I just was better. Get better. No, like Steve Kerr is one of those guys where, like, no, I hit the gym.
Yeah.
I did this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did, like I changed my footwork this way.
Sure.
That's why I feel like Steve Kerr is the better coach, because he can translate those things.
Yeah.
He's done that.
That's an incredible detail that you just gave with Steve Kerr's outlook. That's for the highly curious of the NBA fans out there. Really, it is.
And honestly, I think
it's brilliant right there.
Steve Kerr is just a type of player closer to Curry and Klay Thompson's game.
And that's something I want to bring up. If we're going to really talk about the Warriors, we know what Steph Curry's about. In my opinion, he is the best basketball player in the world. I know a lot of people will disagree with that. They'll say LeBron James, but I
think at this point,
I mean, he's playing at the highest level
right now.
But talk about Klay Thompson and has brought to the Warriors also as that Splash Brothers.
Brother.
Yeah. Talk about Klay Thompson for a while.
It's amazing to say that Klay Thompson might be one of the best shooters in the league, in the world. Mm-hmm. And yet he's not even technically the best shooter on his own team.
Yeah. Or in the three-point contest this year, right? Yeah.
And
he got beat by Steph.
It's insane because both of these guys are so good, and they're not like carbon copies of each other either.
No,
they're like,
no, certainly not. Size-wise alone. Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
They bring so much difference to the table, and they're both such like big threats that it's... I don't know. I really do think they might be the best backcourt that I've seen on a team.
Yeah. I mean, you could certainly make a case. Certainly the best shooting backcourt. You know, I mean, certainly the best shooting backcourt. But yeah, Klay Thompson to me has made tremendous strides in his game from last year to this year.
Okay. So 2 years ago, he got real good. He used to be really bad at like layups. That you would call him clay-ups because he would drive and he would mess it up. But then over the summer he got a little bit more aggressive. Yeah. He wasn't just a 3-and-D guy. And then I think it was really working with Team USA and maybe getting coached by Thibodeau that he got a whole new sense of just confidence. Yeah. But not only that, I think all those like Kevin Love for Klay Thompson trade rumors.
Yeah, see, I was all for Love, and you know that we talked, and I was 100% wrong, and you were for 100% Klay.
Yeah, and I was 100% Klay.
You were.
It was all about usage.
Yes.
If you give this is gonna come up later. I can guarantee it, but it's all about usage. If you're like the only good player on a team, you're gonna be the first option, but you're also gonna be the second option, and you're gonna be the third option, right? Yeah. And Kevin Love was that guy.
Yeah.
I was always saying, like, look, how well does he fit into a team setting where he is surrounded by good talent otherwise?
Maybe in this case, great talent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And the other good talent he had next to him was Ricky Rubio. But Ricky Rubio is not a scorer. He's a passer.
He's a facilitator
so,
at the highest level now.
So he's going to be given, guess who, points.
Well, Kevin Love.
Kevin Love. Oh. And so, I mean, yeah, I like Kevin Love, but I wouldn't want him on my team.
So is that where you want to end with the state of your team?
There's so much. We're such a deep team. That's another thing. Yeah. That's the last thing I would say is we're such a deep team. We got Draymond Green. Yeah. We got Harrison Barnes. We got Andre Iguodala.
I'm jealous, man.
Sean
You're lucky.
Bogut?
Oh, man. I still think you guys are doing a hell of a job. Just being the top team in the West, that is not an easy task.
No.
And it's very clear that right now you guys are the top dogs. And that leads into a showdown tomorrow night. It really does for Cleveland and Golden State. It really does. I think the crowd is going to be out in full force. I think Kyrie Irving is going to really want to put on his best show because Curry and him probably be going back.
It's a national stage. Yeah, everyone's going to be looking at it. It's honestly, in many people's minds, the top two teams, talent-wise.
Yeah, in the NBA.
Yeah. All right, so let's move on to what were some of the biggest surprises to you
Oh, surprises of this year. Well,
I just kind of said it.
yeah, it really has been the Golden State Warriors. But if you want to counter that, and you have been watching this NBA from the beginning to this point, it's got to be the Atlanta Hawks. Also, the Atlanta Hawks are playing night in, night out. Great team basketball. They're getting great perimeter play from Kyle Korver. They're also getting good play from good inside play as well. I mean, Millsap's a great inside presence. He always has been.
Shout out to Kent Bazemore, former Warrior.
Hey, Mr. Bazemore. No, but the Atlanta Hawks have been such a pleasant surprise for the East.
Solid team.
Yeah, for the East, they really have. That's been my surprise.
I
really,
mean,
is Atlanta.
Nobody on Atlanta is stand out wow, he's an amazing player.
No,
there's good players.
Yeah, like Teague and Millsap and Korver.
Dang, they make it work.
Yeah, they really do. And a good team will take you a long way in that playoffs.
It's like you said, they play good team basketball, and I think this year has all been about good team basketball.
Yeah, another surprise, actually, real quick, for me has actually been the downside that the Spurs. I mean, I know. Okay, see, I know they can turn up in the playoffs and whatnot, but right now they are a 7 seed, and I know how consistent they've been in the regular season through this whole era of Popovich and Duncan. They're usually right there, 1, 2, 3.
Right.
I know recently in the last few years, Popovich would be taking the big three out and resting them. But boy, to be in the 7th seed,
that's
shocking to me. That's surprising to me. It really is.
Yeah.
Especially when you win your games defensively. That should be consistent. Now, I'm not saying they can't clamp down and win it all. They very much well could. I think they just want to say, hey, get us into the dance, and we'll take it from there. But still, that is a surprise to me that the San Antonio Spurs are in the 7th seed. Absolutely, that's a surprise to me.
Well, I mean, I think the West in general has been a surprise because even OKC, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
OKC's down there.
Yeah.
It's just weird. Does tend to coast the Spurs. But let's be honest, there are times when I've been watching the Spurs and they look lost out there.
Yeah.
It's not like they're coasting or not trying. It's like they look like they're lost.
Yeah. Which is surprising, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they got the same roster. They got Kawhi Leonard. They got Bell. Exactly. I mean, they're a very talented
Kawhi
roster.
came back, but it wasn't like the big prodigal son has returned kind of. It's like, yo, you guys all right? Is something wrong? Is something you need to tell me about? Because you're not the Spurs that I remember.
And again, I'm not saying that they couldn't clamp down, win it all,
do it
again.
The Spurs are down, but they're not out.
I'm just saying, at this point, a little past the All-Star break, they're a 7 seed. I'm a little surprised by that. What about you? What are some of your surprises thus far?
And
I know we got a long way to go yet, but thus far, what is your surprise?
Well, definitely Atlanta. Oh, you know what? It'd be injuries. Derrick Rose just the other night.
Yeah, that's shocking.
That's
heartbreaking. Sad. That's shocking. That is.
I love it, but I mean, I felt like even with his return this year, he wasn't 100%. He wasn't the old Derrick Rose. Let's be honest.
No. Who knows? Well, let's be real. I don't know if he's ever going to get back to that now.
Especially now. I mean,
I don't see him ever get back.
There was a glimmer of hope, I think, when he came back this year.
Yeah.
And maybe he's taking it easy. Maybe he's trying to add more dimensions to his game. I think
perimeter, especially.
I think at this point it was just no, you will never come. I think this last injury was that nail in the coffin. You are never going to be that player ever again.
Yeah. It's sad. And I think it's a harsh reality.
It is. It is, and it's crazy. That is the reality of it. And it is hard to be a Chicago fan in the last few years.
Yeah, absolutely. Derrick Rose, man. Get well soon, man. We give you a shout out here, man. Get well. I know it's tough, but it's tough.
But I mean, Chris Bosh, though, however, blood clots in your lungs?
Nah, I mean,
that's life-threatening.
Yeah,
that's not, I can't play basketball. That I might be dead.
Yeah, but
that's serious.
Yeah, and Chris Bosh is a very well-liked and well-respected guy around the league.
Yeah.
And he's been nothing but a role model with the platform he's been given by the Miami Heat. And I can only say, please get well soon, Chris Bosh. And another thing I'd like to touch on real quick, is Craig Sager is going to be back
Yeah.
announcing games in a month, and he's been going through hell for all you basketball heads that watch NBA on TNT. So that's a beautiful thing. He's gone through cancer and chemo and stuff like that, so he's gotten a lot of support from the NBA players. Yeah, I think that's a fascinating story, and that's a very positive thing for the NBA to see Craig get back on the sidelines and stuff like that. So. Yes, this is a lot of big surprises this year, but a lot of basketball to be played.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that being said, let's move on to end of the year predictions.
End of the year predictions are MVP. How about that? And who are some of the other candidates?
I think there's a clear front runner for the MVP.
Or Homer?
Just number one. No, I'm not being a homer. I'm not being Homer.
Are you sure you're not being a Homer?
You know me. I am not a homer. I am real. I get real, right? And
ladies and gentlemen, he is wearing a Steph Curry jersey. FYI. Who is your MVP?
Steph
Curry. Yeah, Steph Curry. Steph Curry's been on the best team all year. He's been the catalyst to get the Warriors where they've been at, game in, game out. Yeah. He's unbelievable on the offensive end. He's unbelievable on the defensive end. It can't be overlooked.
A lot of people knock him on the defense, but I honestly think he's underrated.
Yeah,
no, I don't think he's horrible.
No. He's very good. I saw he took a charge from John Wall the other night. Just very smart, witty player on the defensive end.
Good at reading, passes and intercepting them and picking people's pockets. Also,
Yeah, no, I definitely have Steph Curry at 1. At 2. I have LeBron James because, like I said, the Cavaliers were once a very mediocre team.
Yeah.
And LeBron, to me, has stepped up his game after his 2-week break, and he's took Cleveland to a lot of people's eyes as a front runner in the East. Yeah, and that cannot be overlooked.
It was definitely clear in his little break that when he came back, he kind of lit a fire in their asses.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. We all know how good LeBron is,
Obviously.
when he's on point.
Oh, for sure.
But you know what? That used to bug me back when people just expected Kobe or Shaq or even MJ. Oh, he's good. He's supposed to be good, but we're not going to give him the MVP. No, if they play good, they deserve the MVP. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's true, but I think historically, you give the MVP to the best player on the best team.
No, absolutely. And right now, that's Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Go figure they match up tomorrow night.
Exactly.
Go figure that.
Exactly.
Go figure. What a showdown tomorrow night for you NBA heads out there. That is an absolute showdown on TNT, 7 Eastern. You got Golden State at Cleveland Cavaliers. That is an absolute showdown to me right now. Yeah.
It's a game, people.
I mean, for you gamblers out there, that is probably the odds-on favorites in the West and the odds-on favorites in the East to reach the finals. So tomorrow, it's absolute. It's just a showdown tomorrow night. It really is. I'm excited. I've been looking forward to today.
I think number 3. A lot of people have been talking about this.
Westbrook. Harden.
I was gonna say Harden.
Harden. Yeah.
Harden. A lot of people have been talking about. Well, it's both
of them. Both. Yeah.
But let's talk about Harden first. All right. Let's talk about Harden.
Yeah.
And
you don't like that. I can see it in your face right now.
I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, for me, this is going back to the Kevin Love thing I was talking about earlier. Usage.
Yeah.
They're running everything through James Harden. Of course, his stats are going to be monster.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Sure. So, in other words, that doesn't impress you?
I think, yes, it's impressive that he is doing what he's doing, but, like, MVP on a not necessarily really, really good team, I mean, of course, everyone's going to give the ball to you.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
I actually think getting those kind of stats on a good team is more impressive because everyone's getting good looks.
Right,
Everybody's scoring, and yet you're still putting up those numbers?
Sure. No,
you know
absolutely,
what I mean?
absolutely.
If nobody else is hitting, the shots, then they're like, well, dish it to Harden.
You look at Russell Westbrook's stat line, and you see a lot of assists.
Yeah.
You do. You see points and assists. And that's the difference between Harden and Westbrook. Their stat lines are a little different.
Yes.
Westbrook is getting people involved. He's absolutely carrying the Thunder right now. And he ultimately could carry them to that 8th seed and into the playoffs without Kevin Durant right now.
And that's really what MVP is to me. You're not just putting up the stats individually. You are carrying your team. You are picking everyone up.
Yeah. You know what I think he's showing? I want to make a bold statement here. I really bold. And I'm a big fan of Kevin Durant, but I really think that Mr. Westbrook in Oklahoma City. I think he's the best player on that team.
I'm
a big Durant fan. I think he's phenomenal on and off the court. But I think Mr. Westbrook in Oklahoma City is the best player on that team. He is the most tenacious. No fear, and a lot of people listening to this might absolutely hate that statement.
He plays with the fire,
yeah,
and like I think Kobe said, he plays with a rage that just is unparalleled. You know, he's got so much emotion, and you see it. So you know what I mean?
He plays with his heart. He plays with a lot of passion. Mm-hmm. He is a very, very explosive player.
He's like the opposite of Curry. Curry's just he's just smooth.
Yeah,
he's just like everything looks like. He just makes everything look so like graceful and like finesse. Westbrook is just like, dang.
Yeah.
He just out-jocked everybody.
He just took his pre-workout. No, Steph Curry. I've never seen a player like Steph Curry. I just never seen someone so confident to create their shot from the three-point line. Even at the All-Star game, you look at Steph Curry and the people around him, they give him nothing but props. Yeah. When he won the three-point contest.
Like, how can you hate the dude? Yeah. I mean, maybe you can hate the dude if he's like draining threes in front of your face, but
as a neutral,
once you're off that court, you're gonna be
well done.
Yes,
well done,
well sir. Done. That was thoroughly.
Yeah.
Moving forward, what does OKC do? Do you think they're gonna completely clean house?
Well, I'll tell
you what. What do you think they need to do to actually get?
First of all, they need to have success. They need to have success in the playoffs, and they took a giant step backwards by getting rid of Kendrick Perkins. Because with Perkins and Ibaka, you have a really strong front line. I'm not saying that Collison is a bad center or a power forward. I just think that Kendrick Perkins.
He's not a Kendrick Perkins.
He's not. Any way you want to look at it, he's not. So I think if they have success in the playoffs, they would ultimately want to keep that core together.
But they've never been able to get over that hump.
They haven't.
They haven't.
And if they don't this year, you might see a blow up.
And
you might see a blow up. And you might see Westbrook go somewhere else, because as good as Westbrook is, I do feel like Kevin Durant
is more like the franchise player.
Absolutely.
Everyone
from a marketing standpoint on. Yeah. Kevin Durant.
And people might hate us for saying that. Westbrook probably needs. Honestly, this is why I say one of them needs to leave, and I think it's more leaning towards Westbrook, and I don't know, like if either of them wants to win a ring, big things got to change.
Yeah, and Westbrook, if you're listening, if you hear this through the Twitter sphere or anything like that, LA Lakers have an absolute wide open door for you to come home. You played at Pauley Pavilion at UCLA. Come back home. We need you. Help Kobe out. Help Swaggy P out. Help all of us Laker fans. Please. Come to LA, man.
What do you think the Lakers need to do? Because honestly, I feel like the one thing about the Lakers is I look at them and I look at what they're doing, and I don't get it. Like I can see, Celtics are also like down in the dumps, but you can see that they're clearly rebuilding.
Yeah.
Right? They're making sort of the right moves, you know what I mean? But like
they're not doing the wrong moves, right? They got rid of Rondo. They're tanking.
Yeah, they're tanking and they're rebuilding. They got Isaiah Thomas, right? But like at the same time, it's just like, in the end, they have their picks, but like with the Lakers, you're just like, I'm scratching my head, dude.
I think there's some confusion with the Lakers on whether they're really trying to go out with Kobe trying to have one more competitive season, or are they getting ready to tank and rebuild? There's a fine line. A lot of people feel like Kobe can still have one competitive season left with a Westbrook coming to the Lakers, a Randall getting healthy, a good draft pick, etc.
Yeah.
Okay?
But they gave away a draft pick.
Yeah, but there's still, what I'm saying is, and you're absolutely right, but what I'm saying is they're going to finish low this year, and they will be in the draft lottery, they will have a good.
So they're more about winning the lottery than they're, I don't know, like it's just, like look at the 76ers.
They're terrible, right?
Picks on picks.
Sure.
I think they might have had 20. No, I shit you not. I know for a fact they had at least 17, but I think they might be up to 20 already.
Oh man.
Hell, who knows? By the end of the season, they might have like 50.
NBA has in 7. NBA has in. I would like to get like a 76ers, like a hardcore fan, like their opinion on like how it is being a Sixers fan. You know what I mean?
You know what? It's
right
hard.
now,
it's hard.
I mean, it's cold in Philadelphia right now,
and
right?
they traded away. They traded away Michael Carter Williams. for a pick.
It's not pretty.
But you know what? I read.
It's not always sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh no, it's not. Oh no, it is. Got to be making moves one way or another.
And again, 76ers. If you decide to donate a pick, there's a door wide open here in LA. Like, we can get all the help we need out here, man. We need a lot of help, man. Oh man. Give us a championship. That's all. I want Kobe to get one more championship, and then after that, it is the post-Kobe era, and that is a whole new ball game. Hey, let's talk about some other predictions though. Besides Western Conference Finals and Eastern Conference Finals.
I think.
Shoot.
Let's start with the easy one. All right, let's start with the easy.
That's gonna be the East, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be the East.
You know what? I don't see anybody really coming out of the East other than Atlanta or Cleveland. Like, that's going to be the Eastern Conference Final right there. And it's hard to say which one will come out of it, but I mean, it's clear like those two are gonna be at the end.
So let me ask you, in your opinion then, do you feel that without Rose, the Bulls just simply can't contend now?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. That's a good question.
Because you still got Noah, you still got Gasol, you still have Butler, you still have Gibson, you still have Thibodeau, who is a great coach, a great defensive coach. You still got Kirk Heinrich, and they're talking about also signing another player like a Nate Robinson to get some perimeter help as well.
Not re-signing Nate Robinson was an interesting move.
To begin with, yeah.
I think, but he's also been known as like a. Well, one, he's definitely a defensive liability. Yeah. Which is not Chicago.
No, right.
But he's got the reputation to be locker room cancer.
Sure. But with veterans like that, though, Noah's and Gasol's and Thibodeau as head coach, I wouldn't fear that if Nate was to come back. They're
I don't know.
Men,
Let's be honest. I love Derrick Rose, but I didn't think he was showing up this year.
So you don't think they could have contended all year? Then you're saying Rose?
No. I think his presence was definitely something, and he was definitely going to be top. Like the Bulls were going to definitely be like top 4 or 5.
Sure.
Out of the East.
Right.
But I think they need another distributor, and Heinrich's not going to be playing the entire game. You know what I mean?
So you don't see them challenging Miami or Atlanta for an Eastern Conference
spot. You mean
spot.
Cleveland?
I'm sorry. Yeah, right. So whoops.
Don't worry.
Sorry, NBA heads.
Yeah. No. You know what? I mean, in all honesty, like, it's murky to me. I need to see them some more because I mean they
lost tonight.
They lost tonight
to Charlotte at home. So it's not a good start without you.
Yeah, I think they just need a backup distributor on that team. But also, I mean, granted, Rose was not like he was the shadow of his former self.
Sure.
I never felt like Rose came back 100%. He was timid. He was chucking up threes instead of driving. And, it's understandable, and I feel so horrible that he got injured again.
Yeah, no.
But at the same time, it's just like, I thought they were a good team. You know what I mean? I think they were going to be a team that had always did well in the regular season, but when it came to the playoffs, they just couldn't get over the hump.
I think a lot of people would agree with that. Me for one, with my Eastern Conference take, I guess. Had Rose not got injured, I would have them right there with Atlanta and Cleveland. But with Rose going down, he's such an asset to the Bulls, especially offensively, that I do feel like Cleveland and Atlanta will benefit from this tremendously. But having said that, you've got players like Noah that just aren't going to go down easy come playoff time. You know what I mean? They're still a very nitty-gritty defensive team that is going to make you fucking earn your points.
But
you know what I mean? I'm not saying that they can win. I'm just saying that they're going to have hard. They're not going to fall down.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, don't just expect these guys to just,
They're definitely not going to be walked over.
You got players like, veterans now, Gasol and Noah and Butler. They've been to this before.
You know what? I mean, Butler has definitely kicked it up
Oh yeah.
3 levels from
Yeah.
what he was last
Yeah,
year.
no,
But
absolutely.
I think what Chicago had been missing in the last few years, especially in Rose's absence, was another like if it's not working, you can count on that one guy.
Well, I
I mean?
thought Pau Gasol added a good another score, if you will. I don't know about explosive score, but he can definitely give you some points on the offensive end as well.
I agree,
this year with
but
that
I don't know.
addition.
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of up there. I don't feel like this Gasol was the Gasol that won championships.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. But he'll give you some points.
Exactly,
I guess,
but
I
feel like honestly, like if it was the Gasol that was winning championships, then yeah, they're a solid contender.
Sure.
But at this point, I don't. I mean, I'm wishy-washy about it. I don't have like I want to put some money on it.
No, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, so let's talk about the two powerhouses, I guess, in the East. If they do meet up, you would have to like Atlanta to get the home court right now in a series, just because they are ahead in the standings, and you would imagine the way they're playing that they will continue on and get the 1 seed. So how would that series fare for you if Atlanta?
I see East. Okay, East is number 1 Atlanta, number 2 Cleveland, number 3 Washington, and then number 4. Oh wait, Toronto.
Toronto's in there.
I would put Toronto, the Bulls, and Washington on the second tier.
Yeah.
And then Cleveland and
Atlanta in that first
on the top
tier.
tier.
Yeah,
for the
sure,
East.
definitely.
But I feel like Cleveland and Atlanta is just such a lock.
I do too. And if they do meet up, who do you like in that series?
You've got the X factor of LeBron James, but
Sure, you do.
But
I mean, you do in playoff time for sure.
Yeah. But Atlanta is, like I said, we're playing team basketball this year, and I feel like though Cleveland has amazing individual talent, come crunch time, sometimes that glue that holds it all together, I think Atlanta's going to have the cooler head in clutch time situations, and they're gonna be able to get better looks, and I think that'll be the X factor that'll get them over the hump.
So this is bold prediction time. You have the Hawks going to the NBA championship? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
so. I think so.
Wow.
I think
Wow.
they did get a lot of good pickups, but that's also my point is that look, they got J.R. Smith. They got Kendrick Perkins.
That's a big one.
Right?
For
But
me.
like, dude, like they just got them.
Yeah.
Like how are they gonna fit in
Whoa,
and
okay.
Iman Shumpert?
Yeah.
Yeah, but how do they fit in those rotations? You know what I mean? And then if you start playing with some of those rotations come, crunch time, all it takes is a simple miscommunication.
For me, I like Atlanta and I like Cleveland to get to the semifinals. Make no mistake about that. I like Toronto. I like what they're doing. I like their home court advantage in Canada. I also like Chicago, despite Rose.
Yeah.
And I also like
Toronto.
I already said I like
Washington?
Toronto. Yeah, Washington.
Washington.
I saw them play against the Warriors last night. Very good team with Gortat and Wall and a lot of other players. But I do see it ultimately coming down to the Hawks and the Cavaliers. And for me, I think
coming out?
I think Cleveland. I
think
think Cleveland's
Cleveland?
going to come out. Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
think
real close.
I think LeBron James has another gear come playoff time. I also think
agree.
that the addition with Kendrick Perkins cannot be overlooked. Kendrick Perkins is a solid center, especially these days with the Celtics.
Yeah.
Players like Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving, this is why they came here. They came here to win a championship or at least get to the championship.
Yeah.
And I do think that home court will belong to Atlanta, but I don't think it will matter. I think Cleveland has so much talent around them. I think they will get it done in 6, actually.
Right.
I think 6.
It's not going to be easy.
No, I never said it was gonna be easy, but
Yeah.
I do like Cleveland. I do like LeBron James and what he is about come playoff time.
Right.
I know Atlanta is a great team, but I just think there's too much firepower from that Cleveland Cavalier team to deny them a spot in the NBA Finals.
You know what?
I like Cleveland, and
like
I'm
them
confident.
both. I like them both.
Yeah.
I honestly, it's hard for me
But
to
this is
choose.
bold prediction time
Bold
now.
predictions,
This is bold
but-
prediction. You have the Hawks, I have the Cavs.
But I just feel like the Hawks have been doing it right for longer.
They have.
You know?
They absolutely have.
And I think that come crunch time, that means something.
What about the West?
The West.
Yeah, the West.
How the West
was
won.
This is
Unclear.
tricky. This is tricky.
This is tricky.
I mean,
the West is always tricky.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Come on. I'm gonna have to go with Golden State. obviously, because
Homer.
You know what?
Homer.
say what you will, but I think for once people would agree with me. And I'm not usually a homer. I'm pretty realistic, but I think Golden State has this might be their year.
Are you
It's a
crowning
good
them
chance.
already?
No. I'm just saying. Get to the
Okay.
finals.
Okay,
I'm saying it's their year to get to the finals.
Okay, who are they playing in the Western Conference Finals, Homer?
Woo! Okay, that's a whole nother.
And that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah.
Bold predictions. Who
Bold
is in the Western
predictions.
Conference Finals for you?
It's either Memphis or the Spurs.
Okay. And how do you think you've seen them play both teams?
This is crazy to say, but I honestly think Memphis poses a bigger problem for Golden State than the Spurs do.
You mean just because the inside threat, or
Yeah.
what do you mean? Yeah,
I mean, like
Gasol and Zebo doing
yeah,
work.
they just defensively they're great and they grab the rebounds, and Golden State has that trouble, especially if we're playing small ball. There's like a physicality of Memphis that the Dubs just don't. Like, we're a good team.
Very true.
But we're just not a super physical team.
No, Memphis could be physical in the East even.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're physical.
Yeah.
Zebo and all those guys, Conley, they play physical, I think.
And I think the Spurs, I mean, we played the Spurs enough that we kind of know them. And we, like, the one thing that we always lacked getting over the hump to beat the Spurs was good offensive rotations. And we lacked that with Mark Jackson, and we certainly don't lack that now.
No.
And we have a way deeper bench than we used to.
Yeah. So who do you got in the Western Conference Finals? Excuse me.
I mean, that's hard to say because
prediction time.
I feel like you gotta we don't even know what the Western Conference will look like at the end, like in seeding wise, at the end of the season. And I think that actually has to play with everything.
You have an idea, though. You have an idea. You definitely have an idea. You have an idea where Golden State might finish, where San Antonio might finish.
You know what? I'm gonna bold, right? We're going bold.
This is our first show, man. This is bold prediction time, man. People want to hear what you want. What's really going to happen?
Memphis. There you go.
And when they meet, who wins and how many games?
Golden State's going to the final, and it's going to be a battle of the best team ball. Golden State versus Atlanta for the championship.
Wow.
What about you?
Oh boy, Western Conference, right?
Boy.
Oh man. You got Golden State at the 1 seed. They're gonna be very tough to beat at Oracle. They have in my opinion, the best home crowd in all of the NBA. Period. It's that simple. The Spurs, if they decide that they want to lock down on defense, I think they can beat anybody. They are that good,
they are
right?
defending champions.
They are the defending champions, and when they want to lock down defense, they do it.
Yep.
For me, it's bold prediction time. I think the Western Conference Finals will be.
Drum roll, please.
I will be Golden State and Memphis Grizzlies.
Oh,
I really do.
I thought you were gonna say the Spurs.
I really do. I think.
I thought did I have a little hand in like changing your mind?
No.
No.
After watching the Warriors dismantle San Antonio a couple nights ago, and watching Curry doing what he's doing, and you have people like Klay Thompson and Barnes and Draymond Green that can give you a third and fourth. You have a head coach like Steve Kerr, and you have a home court like Oracle. How can you pick against the Warriors? And I like the Warriors in 6 or 7 against Memphis. Because Memphis is
West is never easy. I honestly say most series going 6 or 7.
Yeah, Memphis is no just little brother. They're no pushover, no little brother. And I do think it is Golden State and Cleveland. I think you see a preview to the NBA Finals on TNT 8 Eastern, I believe it is. And I think that's the preview to the NBA Finals, and that's where I'm gonna stop. I think. I don't know. Do you have a pick to win it all, or
why don't we pick them right now? Champion out of everyone.
Oh man.
It's tough.
LeBron versus Curry. I mean, you got
those are two loaded
stacked teams. You got two stacked teams, man. Oh, man. You probably got Golden State with the home court advantage in all reality right now. You could call it. In how many games? In how many games? Are they winning on Cleveland's floor? Or are they winning here in the Bay Area?
I think it's, well, you know what?
It's going to go 2-2-1-1-1 now, right? It's not 2-3-2 anymore.
No, like it should be.
Yeah. Yeah, very well.
Okay, you know what? I think it will go to Game 7. But
wow.
But I will.
Wow.
Game 7.
That's good for ratings.
Yeah.
That's great for ratings.
When was the last time you saw NBA championship go? Well, it's a sweep.
Oh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get that far and you are that talented, you fight.
Since
hard,
the Spurs and
right?
Cavaliers. It was last week. But I got. This is tough for me.
Yeah.
I'm going to take Golden State also.
Yes.
I'm going to take them over the Cavaliers. Now,
That's
a bold prediction, right? But hold on. We're going to do something a little different.
Right.
We're going to do something a little different than what everyone else does on ESPN, on TNT. We're going to do something a little different.
All right.
Okay? This is what we're going to do. I want you to give me a second scenario. What can happen.
Scenario?
Yes.
We're going to play some devil's advocate?
A backup, if you will. Because what if this doesn't happen and you're just out of the game? I want another scenario just in case.
No, how about we do like the most unthinkable, right?
No, not the most unthinkable. No? Another scenario. Another scenario. And I know that's bold, and that's my pick, but I just want a second scenario. So when I hear this in June, I want to say, oh, this also could have happened.
Second scenario, I would say that something goes wrong with Golden State and Bogut gets injured.
Like Bogut gets injured, and what, the Clippers are able to throw them, or the Spurs?
I don't think the Clippers can beat Golden State right now. Even with maybe Bogut out.
So you're saying Spurs then?
I would say the Spurs come out the West over Memphis, and it's a rematch of Spurs versus LeBron.
Yeah, and I was just gonna say that would be my second pick. Then
Timmy wins another ring,
yeah.
And then him and Popovich walk off into the sunset, retire together.
And I'm glad we're doing the second thing because that could very well happen when the Spurs want to be the best team. I think they are capable. And the defense they're capable of playing.
They play.
I do not see Cleveland. First of all, I think Cleveland will come out of the East either way.
Yes.
I do not see Cleveland beating either Golden State or San Antonio, and probably especially San Antonio. I don't think they match up well against a Greg Popovich coached team, a good half-court team like that. I would say my second option, my second scenario, if you will, is the Spurs just absolutely turn the Jets on, and they get another championship. Yeah.
You know, honestly, As a huge Golden State fan, I am.
Look at the tone of her voice right now. We're just you know how good the San Antonio Spurs really
I mean,
are.
You tread softly around San Antonio. Shout out to San Antonio. I was just in San Antonio.
How did you like it?
You know what? It's a pretty nice city.
You know what? How are the girls? Because Charles Barkley says they're all fat. Charles says they're all fat. Are they fat?
You know what?
Charles does say they're fat. You do know that.
I know that story. I will.
Charles says they're fat.
I will say that I did see some rotund women, but it wasn't like.
I never seen, so I don't know.
It wasn't like everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got this really cool river walk.
Yeah.
Like it's downtown.
It's like iconic, right?
Yeah. It's like I mean, it's kind of like the American country version of Venice.
Okay.
It's cool.
Sounds pleasant.
Yeah.
Sounds pleasant.
You know, but I mean.
The women,
they're not all fat.
Okay,
they're not
Charles, we've got first.
Maybe just the fat women are attracted to Charles.
He's gonna get you on TNT.
Oh my God.
He's gonna get you. Our second prediction, though, right? Spurs just lock it down, get back to NBA championship basketball, and Timmy rises to the sunset, maybe with Greg too. So
yeah, I think that would be like a perfect ending for them.
Yeah,
but not over my Golden State.
You know, it's been a great first show. We had some technical difficulties in the first part. Do apologize, but I want to say this is why they play the games. We have this all figured out, right? But then look at yesterday. Derrick Rose gets hurt, and the whole Chicago team is just in a whole nother state now. So this is why they play the games, right? Yeah, anyone can win, you know.
It's like we always say, you know, like whatever happens in the regular season don't matter
No.
if you don't show up.
Who
to
knows
play.
if Portland gets super? You just never know, especially in the Western Conference
Like,
for me.
It's just, and who knows?
Who knows? Well, again, great first show. We will be getting back to you guys early and often. Big game show, a huge showdown tomorrow night, or already today if you're in the East Coast where it's 2 a.m. Actually, it's 11 here on the West Coast.
What?
So yeah, I know, right? We will be all tuned in for that game tomorrow at 8 Eastern. Golden State at Cleveland, probably in my eyes the game of the year thus far.
Prelude to the final.
The NBA Finals, yeah.
You know, hit us back with some comments, some things about maybe you guys want to hear in the next podcast. It is our first show, so we are open to suggestions and comments. If you don't like both of us, then don't listen to us.
Good night, basketball heads from the West Coast. Good night.
Peace.